everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to make this video because I think it's actually going to be really helpful for anybody who is going into nursing school and is wondering what the heck to get. This video is going to be really great for you if you are looking to stay on a budget and really kind of confused on what to get for nursing school. This video is for you. Also, before I start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. We're past that now. I can't believe it. That's a really big YouTube milestone. It's the first really big YouTube milestone. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you and all of the comments that I've gotten. Okay, so in this video, I want to help people who are really on a tight budget, who don't want to give their whole funding to nursing school and all the things. They really want to just simplify things, not go to the extreme, because so many of the nursing school supply haul videos that I've seen have been all brand name stuff, all of those things. And while that can be so fun, I know how hard it is to not go down the rabbit train of stationery, but it can get really expensive. And if you're like me, you don't want to pay any more than you have to this process, because ultimately you are the vehicle, you are the person who is creating this success, not the pens, not the pencils, and not the binders. So let's keep things in check and let's get started. Okay, this is my first nursing supply new thing that I bought. This is a budget binder. What this little guy is it's this little binder that holds cash envelopes. And while I bought this with the intention of going into wanting to do cash envelope systems, after reviewing my finances and my credit card, I realized that having a dividend back credit card that has 3% on groceries and my gas and 2% on reoccurring bills and other things, I'm like, well, that's extra money that I'm getting that I wouldn't be getting if I paid cash. So what I decided to do with this is use it as a receipt binder. So anytime that I make a purchase, I am going to be putting it into the allotted envelopes. This was $15 off Amazon, and I think it's the most important purchase that you could make, or some sort of budgeting binder that you can get while you're in nursing school, because things can add up so fast. If you don't have a place where you're tracking your finances, it can get out of control and you will suffer the consequences, because they don't personally care. Nobody cares. The school doesn't care. As long as they're getting your money, they don't care. So you have to care. You have to take control over your finances along this journey, because holy guacamole, you guys, it is an investment. My books for this semester alone were almost $700, and I couldn't buy them used because of the codes that are in them. You need the codes to do the assignments online and stuff. So make good choices while you can. This is the most important thing in your supply haul that you should probably have. It comes with this little pocket, so you can actually put your debit card in there, and then it comes with these little stickers, so there's different categories. And like I said, you don't have to do cash, because sometimes cash can be so outdated. I will do cash for certain things. Even if you make one of these cards and allocate it to your allotted envelope, you can keep track of your online purchases in this one. So I haven't done it here, but sorry about the screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually allocate one page per envelope, and I'll keep track of them there. And then if I can't have a receipt in my hand to put it in, I will track it here, or I'll make a little memo on a paper. This is really important. You want to track in nursing school how much food you're consuming, how much you're paying for that, how much gas you're using if you have that, shopping, you can do personal, I've got that, pet care, clothing, Christmas, I have a Christmas fund because 3 kids, and then birthdays because of kids and stuff like that as well. Along with this, I also bought off Etsy for $1.50 a spreadsheet budget tracker. And that allows me to input all of my finances and all of that on Google Sheets, so I can keep track of it online. And I think those are just These are just two important things. Even if you don't get this, you should definitely have some sort of spending tracker to keep your nursing finances in order. The next most important purchase that you can make in nursing school is having a planner, okay? There is no best pen out there that will keep you organized unless you have that organization system in place, and that includes a physical planner. You can keep track of things online, but there's just nothing as top-notch as a physical planner. So I just got this one, I think from HomeSense? Yeah, HomeSense for $12.99. And honestly, it's not my favorite layout, but it has all of the small little things that I need in there. So for example, I'll show you September. So this is what the September page looks like. It has to-dos, birthdays, goals, anniversaries, and then it has a monthly planner. So this is important because what you're gonna do with the monthly spread is you're gonna write all of the days that you have something due in here. I'm gonna do a video on that and how I'm going to organize that once all of my classes open up and I have access to the course curriculum thingamajig. And then it has this layout as well so that you can put in daily things. So in conjunction with a planner, you might want somewhere to make like an ongoing to-do list. I got this one from HomeSense. It was $8. So on the first page, it has a date and then a blank page. So sometimes I like to start off the day with writing out all of my, sorry, what, the cat's eating something weird. So this is how I'm going to organize all of my assignments per day, how I'm going to break down bigger assignments into weeks to days so that I can brain dump everything on one page and not have it sitting in my mind, because I have 3 kids to take care of and I'm in nursing school. There is no way, like if I rely on my mind, I'm absolutely insane. So I would highly recommend with the planner having a brain dump book so that you can write down all of your assignments. I did this for my prerequisites. I just had an ongoing running list so I could prioritize based on my ability to output. I don't know if that makes sense. So say one night I had the kids and I didn't have a lot, I could look on my ongoing assignment to-do list and pick something that I was capable of doing with the kids around and saving my more intricate parts of studying for when they weren't around. So highly recommend that as well. As far as binders go, I don't have them with me right now, but I have so many binders from my prerequisites that I'm just gonna use. And I tossed a lot of the information, I think, except for anatomy and physiology, because I have that again this semester. But I'm just gonna reuse those binders. And I have an idea of how I want to keep them organized, because you're gonna have your NCLEX at the end, so you're not gonna want to get rid of any of those notes. You're gonna need them for studying. Honestly, don't spend a lot on binders because they're just there to hold your stuff. But I did need some of these divider tabs. So I just got these from the dollar store. I got a pack of 3. I got 3 of them and they're actually really nice colors. So I was really impressed with that, but those were only $1.25 each. I also got a file folder because here is something really smart to do. I found that I did not want to carry around a binder for every class. What I wanted to do was to carry around the notes that I needed for that day, the slides that I needed for that day. And last semester, when I had my prerequisites, I started with just a binder and I put everything into the binder. But sometimes you don't want to do this because sometimes you need to carry around an assignment that does not or must not be hole punched. And instead, this is a really great alternative. This was $3.50 from the dollar store. And you have all these different tabs. So you can put your assignments, your notes in these, carry them to your class, and then at home, put them in the allocated binders. I'm not doing notebooks because that never works for me. I don't like gluing pages and stuff like that, but I got that. I am going to need to get some ruled paper, like some lined paper, but I didn't want to make an extra stop to go get it for this video. So just know that I'm gonna get that. The only two other things that I bought for nursing school this year were some extra Sharpies. I needed these thinner ones because somehow those dried out, and then I got really good erasers. So the mentor that I had talked about in a previous video, I've actually been in quite close contact with her for the last 2 weeks. She's been giving me so many great tips. If you guys have the ability to have a first year or second year mentor, depending on where you're going into in your program, I highly recommend it. That person who has been there right before you, who knows all the tips and tricks, who knows everything about the program, is a wealth of information. So I have gotten so much access to the program in the ins and outs that I wouldn't have known about. And she said, one of the biggest things that you can get, one of the best things, the best quality thing that you can invest in is an eraser, because there's so many Scantron treats. You get a treat after doing a Scantron? You should, because that's hard work. But the erasers and pencils are actually two of the biggest assets that you can have in nursing school, because there's so many Scantron sheets. Now, I don't know if this is the same in the States or anywhere else, but for me, I needed good quality erasers. So I got those. I have a ton of pencils. That's all I've bought so far. So I just need the I don't know why I'm calling it that, the lined paper, and then I'm good to go. I already have a backpack. It's not anything fancy. It's kind of plain. All right, so this is how I organize all of my, I wanted to say utensils, it's not utensils, my supplies. I forget what they're called. It's not called utensils. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I can't remember where I got this acrylic. I think it was the dollar store, but everything here I got last year and I've just kept, so I'm not buying anything new. These artsy pen marker things I got when I had to do a project. So I've got those there. And honestly, I really love just these plain, normal Sharpies, nothing fancy. I did the pastels, and honestly, they were so annoying because you couldn't see anything. When you're highlighting something, you want it to stand out. You want it to be really obnoxiously in your face. None of these aesthetically pleasing pastel colors. Can we just go back to normal, please? Stop making everything so aesthetic. It doesn't have to be. It needs to be functional. When you're studying, it needs to be functional. So I still have purple, green, 2 orange, and a yellow, and I will not be buying any more highlighters until those are used up. I have some colored pencil crayons here because of anatomy and physiology. Sometimes coloring in different parts is really helpful. And then in this section, I just got some Sharpies. I have a different little case for dry erase markers. I've got some staples here, and these are honestly my favorite pens. A lot of people like the really, really expensive ones, but I just like these. I like the way they flow. You can get them at Staples. They're super cheap. They come in a huge pack. We don't need these $30 packs of pens, okay? We don't. And then these are my favorite pencils. So I might end up buying another pack, but the erasers aren't good on those, so don't use the eraser. What else do I have in here? I've got my walking pad because I have this on my desk, and if I'm at my desk, I'm using my walking pad, so I'm getting in my steps in the winter. And then I just got my daughter's ruler here. I think she has a different one. So that's it. You don't have to go out and buy all these things. That is a sufficient amount of stationery to be had. I also have a stapler and liquid. This isn't my favorite, but it's what I have, and I'm not going to go and buy something just because I want something different, but that's whiteout. Another thing, if you're using lined paper in a binder, I highly recommend these. They are the reinforcements because I hate it when the holes get torn and stuff, and I don't like my pages slipping out. So those you can get from the dollar store. I still have a whole bunch. Of these tabs. These were really, really cheap off Amazon. I don't remember the the place that I got them, but it was a huge pack, so I've got tons of those. I like those in textbooks and other things. I have a whole box of these small sticky tabs, and I love these for studying and making little games out of my studying sheets and stuff. So got those. I already had a calculator. You're gonna need this for dosage calculations. And then I have 2 index card things left. I don't recommend getting index cards from the dollar store because they're very transparent. If you want to know the answer to something without trying hard, then definitely get those because you'll be able to see right through them. But I like to spend the extra and get the good quality ones. So I've got 2 of those. So that's all the supplies. Next, we're on to shoes. So I needed to have very certain requirements for my shoes. They recommended that our shoes be only for labs and clinicals. So I'm like, okay, I can get on board with that. I have a SoftMock account, and SoftMock might just be for Canada, but I had $40 in rewards. So I bought my shoes there, and these were only $40. So I got the Skechers hands-free slip-ins. Designed to slip on hands-free. Just slip in and walk away. I mean, what is better than that? So they're really cute. I'm actually surprised. I'm at that point in my life where I care more about comfort than looks. I didn't think I'd ever get there, but thank goodness Birkenstocks have come back into style, you know? Yeah, no. But anyways, these were great. So I got those for half price, and they're machine washable. They're just gonna be for lab and clinicals. If you're gonna spend money on anything, I would spend money on your shoes, for sure. The next thing I got is a lint roller because I have cats and I cannot stand things on my clothes. I got Figs scrubs because I really love the feel and fit of them, but they attract animal hair. So if you were gonna wear those types of scrubs, you need one of these guys. Okay, so half of my scrubs I've been collecting for like a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. So I've gotten various scrubs. Some of them are used, some of them are new. I did get 3 or 4 pairs on Nurses Week because I thought it was gonna be 20% off only that one time. Turns out they have 20% off all the time, so don't fall for that. So we'll start with the used ones. These ones I got off of a lady for $20, and they're really cute. They're not the jogger, so they fit a little bit different. They don't fit the same. They're just this burgundy color. I like the idea of wearing it with just an underscrub shirt, but I'm not 100% sure if we can do that. We actually aren't allowed to wear underscrub shirts unless they're 3/4 length or shorter, but I don't know what the point of that would be. So that's those. They're pretty much all the same, honestly. They're the same cut. I can't remember what cut those are. But it's just the one with the one pocket. This is like this like really bright blue. I've always liked blues and greens. So I got that pair. I think I got the 2 pairs for $100. Like I didn't pay a lot for them. So if you are a part of Facebook, you can find scrubs on there, and they're like, usually they retain their value pretty well, but you can always get them a little bit cheaper. And then I got the same one but in this like darker blue color, and these are the pants. Okay, the new ones I got were this lavender color. I got royal blue, I love that, or navy blue. The other ones was navy royal blue. And then the last one I got were these green ones. They're coming up like darker for some reason. They're a different green. They don't look like how they are. Okay, so I think that's it. I do need a stethoscope, but I'm waiting to buy that. I don't know why I'm waiting. I could get it now, but I don't want to. I'll wait. I'll see if I can find one used actually. I was told to not buy the one at the school because they're kind of junky, but anything other than what I need here, I was told by my mentor that you don't really need. It's not really important. And if I do need something, then the professors will let me know. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. Look on Marketplace if you can. Definitely look into getting a budget book. Keep track of your finances. Nursing school, for some reason on YouTube, is way more glamorized than I think it actually is. I don't think nursing school is very glamorous at all. I think it's a lot of hard work. And I don't think it's like this pedestal that people should put it on. I think it's like, there's a lot wrong with it too, to be honest, but don't invest more than you need to, okay? Don't put yourself into debt, over debt for this. Don't do it. There are so many other places you can get scrubs probably. Oh. Hey, what are you doing? Cat's being mischievous. Try to buy used when you can. Focus on your budget. Focus on what's in front of you at the time. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, thank you so much for over 100 subscribers. It's so little to some people, but it's huge to me. It's really big because I know how much it takes. It's a lot of hard work to get that first milestone. So I can't wait to share this journey with you guys. Buckle up. So I start in a week. I can't wait to share this journey with you guys. I have no idea what I'm in for. Probably gonna be a time, but it's so much fun. I think if you guys are gonna like follow along and I can share this with you and it's actually helpful. So we'll see what happens. I think this is gonna be definitely a ride, that's for sure. We'll see where it takes us, one day at a time, not gonna get overwhelmed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much again for 100 subscribers, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.